Batwoman 2 days ago, and all I remember are he, him, they, them pronouns. Spider-Man is gay, and Lady Wham and Batwoman had to correct the cop that she used to have an ex-girlfriend. Oh yeah, it's that infuriating and hard to remember. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate. Harpy, I'm making somebody else suffer through Batwoman with me. Oh yeah, I'm making somebody else take a hit for us. Take one for the team. Who are you? Why are you here?
Hi, I'm Robb Robot Shlomo, and I'm here because she made me watch Batwoman again.
Yeah. Because you remember it better than I do. It just goes in one ear out the other for me.
Barely remember. I bits and pieces. I'm having to refresh my memory. So we start off and it says, and we see like the Gotham skyline. And there's a scene with Dougray Scott. He's getting information out of a guy here, and some dude shows up with a spear. Of course, it's a white guy because only white guys can be bad guys.
Bad guys now, yeah.
Yeah. And so, Batwoman shows up and subdues the guy.
No, we're not upset. We're not advocating against. Yeah, because you gotta point that out or else they use it against you, don't they? No, we just say that we're now noticing the ethnicities of every single character on this show because that's all they are.
They're make it blatantly obvious. I mean,
they're just stereotypes of ethnic groups or gender pronoun types.
So in each scene he's in, you can just see the life drain from Dougray Scott. He's saying, "Why did I take this job?" And so Batwoman shows up. She says, "All crows are bastards." Blah blah blah. There's the title card, and nice scene in the city, and then we see that Batwoman is having breakfast with her lady friend, her ex lady and girlfriend, or whatever you want to. What do they call? She's cutting up peppers for breakfast.
Omelet, maybe.
I guess.
The whole thing is all right. Well, this is a little bit more interesting than Kate's love life, which was just so bland, except when we got like the bat giggity.
Still feelings, and I give feelings of breakfast tables. I gotta give it the other.
Good makeout scenes in this one, did we?
No.
Like, I gotta give way to let us down.
I gotta give it to him. The girlfriend is kind of cute. She's looking, but she had the ring. The ring
trashy
up her nose.
drug runner, though. That's the thing. That's the thing. She's supposed to have cleaned up her life. This is the one that Batwoman took the fall for her little drug thing. So this girl's supposed to have cleaned up her act, but she's just dealing in bigger and better and harsher and higher end. Yeah. That's the whole thing.
So the next scene is a scene with Asian Science Lady, and she finally decides
she's sweet.
Yeah, she is, but she finally the Batwoman finally decides to show the oozing wound there. She got hit with kryptonite because I guess Batwoman's kryptonite is kryptonite too now. She got hit with a kryptonite something. Was it a bullet? I don't even know what it was. It was a I don't even remember. So it's all infected and oozy and gross and green, and it's pulsating, and it's.
She's gonna turn into a radioactive spider now.
Probably. So anyway,
there's really Spider-Man in this one, kind of almost.
She says you should have came to me sooner. Oh well, I didn't want you to worry. Take a day off. No, I can't take a day off. I'm Batwoman. And so Black Science Nerd says, "Oh well, we're gonna have to help you get into some kind of information here." And then Dougray Scott, daddy issues, says we have a lead on Jack Napier on the Napier painting. So apparently they're looking for a painting that Jack Napier, aka the Joker, made.
But it's out of a person. He painted with somebody's what, organs and bloods and guts and all that stuff.
Blood and there is entrails and whatever,
Because he's wacky. Because he's dangerous.
Because he's nutty. He's just downright nutty like that. So anyway,
they're trying to go for scary, but it's really just comical. It's like, oh, how cute, how sweet.
So okay, so there's a scene with ex-girlfriend Sophie,
Sophie.
And she's talking to Cop Lady Sophie, and she's talking to Ricky 2.0. Ricky,
which was Ricky 2.0. Oh, this is the new. So this guy that you're talking about, he's our new token of the week. So they're making. Do we spoil it for them? Well, they don't know yet, but we know that this guy's going to be the wolf spider guy. What's his name? What's the character's name? Spider Wolf. Gray Wolf. I don't remember.
Spider Gay, I guess.
Oh, that's mean. But no, he makes a point to say that. This is the thing. This is the thing that's so infuriating. In this scene that they're talking to him in, right? They're talking to him. This is the interrogation scene, sort of, right? Where he's in the office. He's talking about how he knew Kate in high school. They're trying to get him to help, even though he's kind of a crime syndicate-y guy. He's like a high-up crime dude. So the Crows are trying to get him to help because he knew Kate in high school, and he went to prom with Kate because he didn't know he was gay yet, and she wanted to fill in that role so nobody would make fun of him. Great story. Really, really love that they're putting these sort of backstories in a lot of this stuff. Where they showcase that in high school you're going to have friends who support you in your identities, right? You're going to, because that was always my experience. I was always the girl who was best friends with the gay guys. Those were always my friends. That was always my circle. So the fact that Kate, he makes a big deal saying that Kate took me upstairs. I came out to her. We cried. I said I'm gay. She said I know. And then I came out at prom by wearing her dress, and she wore a tuxedo or something, some really fabulous fashion-y thing. So he's very much this. This is where I have a problem. He is such a stereotype of a gay person, though. He is a fashionista sort of gay guy. He is very, very flamboyant. He's very much the. Where's like, why isn't Daddy Issues gay? Why can't he be gay instead? Because he's, break the stereotype a little bit. But I do like the fact that they point out that you don't need a representation in the TV show because people like us already had the sort of communities and everything. And this is what you're talking about with Ricky, right? From My So-Called Life. He was the gay best friend that we all had in high school back when My So-Called Life was a thing, which was reflecting on our real life high schools. And that's why I watched that as a kid, and that's why I'm so mad that Wilson Cruz turned out to be a brat.
Big, elaborate story about how you went to prom with Kate, and it dawned on me. I'm like, this guy went to prom with a lesbian. I'm like, look, it sounds like the kind of prom I would have went to. Sounds like the prom day I would have had. I didn't go to the prom, by the way, so.
You're not missing anything.
No. That wasn't my scene, man. It wasn't my bag, baby.
See, I went like 2 years earlier than what I was supposed to, and then I went to the year ups. So I went one year earlier than I was supposed to, but then I didn't go to my own.
So anyway,
I crashed both of them.
so they offer him immunity for trying to help get the Napier painting. And so he kind of agrees. He gets people in, and Sophie says, "Oh, we need Batwoman's help." And the cops are now so inept that they need Batwoman. Okay, now we have a running B plot with Raging Karen.
Oh yeah,
she goes to some little dive bar, and she meets up with a guy. And she scares this guy off, and there's another guy here,
just hunky McTight jeans, where she's like flirting with this dude that first this other Weasley guy flirts with her, and she's like, yeah, I killed my brother, so back off, and she's all serious and stuff.
But there's, like you said, there's hunky McTight jeans over here, very kind of stereotypical kind of guy looking for nowadays. The crew cut,
just a bald head, ambiguous ethnicity. Here's the thing, though. She follows him. She's like, I know him. How do I know him? She wants to kill him because Sapphira, I don't know what the crap the character's name was. From the island.
Sappho.
Island chick with the Jesus twins. She wanted Alice to kill this dude, so they don't really realize it, but they can't kill each other because they have these little weird memories and flashes, and apparently Sephora erased their memories because they used to do the giggity, so they can't even kill each other because they got some weird blocking where they can't even kill each other.
So there's
so they team up even though they were like lovers.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a scene with Sophie and Batwoman on the roof. Oh, KK, blah blah. Feelings on rooftops.
Feelings on rooftops.
So we go back and there's Batwoman 2.0. She goes in and she says, "Oh, I have to go in."
She's got to bust into this party with all the paintings and
bust
stuff.
Into the party, and so they dress her up, like Pygmalion. There's feelings on more rooftops with Black Nerd and
what are you talking about with this one? I have no idea what this one is. Well, let's just explain the party. We'll explain the party. So we get into the party scene. Now, this is the scene where Batwoman's got to talk her way into the door from stereotypically gay, that guy. And he's wearing a dress. He's so stereotypically gay. Here's where we get
pronouns. He, him, they, them. I go with the flow.
Oh, did we skip past the scene? We skipped past the scene.
Well, there's an interrogation scene.
Yeah, no, we skipped past the scene where they're saying Batwoman is, where she corrects Sophie about, my ex was a she, actually. Or is that coming up? Is that coming up? But anyway, stereotypically gay in the dress is quizzing Batwoman on her dress because she gets the season wrong and the year and all this garbage. Because he's basically the blonde chick from Legally Blonde. He's basically Reese Witherspoon with the fashion crap. That's what they did here. They just repeated Legally Blonde here, where they got sassy gay boy knows everything about fashion trope. You go. And so Batwoman's got to sneak into the bathroom behind what not Alfred, Diversity Alfred is look behind the feminine products. I'm scared to see tampons because I'm a boy.
With products.
Grow up, Diversity Alfred. Maybe he's so weak sauce, isn't he?
Did you say how she actually got into this party?
Her ex-girlfriend talks her into the party, sneaks her into the party because she's dealing drugs there.
And she's dealing drugs there, but she shows a batarang.
She shows a batarang from a Batwoman as a black market collectible,
black market art piece. For a black market art ring. I mean, it's awfully what's the word I'm looking for?
Lame.
No.
Dumb.
It's very out in the open. Everybody's dressed up. There's private planes. It's taking place in an aircraft hangar in probably a busy airport. I mean, they're not doing a whole lot to hide. Yeah.
No. And when did they have time to sneak in her bat suit behind the tampon dispenser in the ladies' room anyway? Yeah, because she goes in the ladies' room. She's like, "Where's the bat suit?" Luke's like, "Check behind the feminine products." Oh, he's so weak. So he can't even say tampons. He's too scared to say tampons. She puts on her bat suit. Meanwhile, she's like hurting and hurting and hurting. She's gonna be bleeding out because her spider bite is getting more and more infected. I know it's not a spider bite.
Well,
so she changes into full on Batwoman gear. Meanwhile, we see basically Mission Impossible sort of people sneaking in and breaking into what could only be explained as it's Spider-Man. It's basically Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man in a black outfit.
Yeah, this turns out it's a comic. It's a character of the comics, but I don't care enough.
I know. It's like something wolf, spider, wolf. I don't care. He sneaks down. Stereotypically gay is the guy. He sneaks down like all Tom Cruise Mission Impossible style on a wire, and he cuts out the painting, and he's going to steal it for himself. And Spring, isn't it yours? You're stealing your own painting?
And no security show up to stop him.
But he gets away.
He gets down from the rafters onto the floor, runs up to the painting. Nobody even says, "Hey, you."
So he fights with Batwoman, and she can't fight because she's got the bullet hole kryptonite wound that's turning her slowly into a zombie. So double tap to the back of the head for that one. Now this is when she finally turns. Whatever she turns into next episode. So this is that he gets away by just running. For what?
Running for it's got to be a good half a mile.
But he runs hilariously. He runs.
He's running like. He might as well be doing jazz hands on them. He's like, ah, you know. I mean, come on. He's running straight up like this. It's.
You're making me snort. It just is hilarious.
And so, two guys who are part of the mercenary, the crows thing,
The
or whatever,
decide to run him over because they can't chase.
They run him over, yeah. And so,
And then we
they take off.
Then we get an all cops are bad lecture. See, all cops are bad. Well, he stole.
He stole the freaking painting. And Asian science lady is patching him up, and he goes. It says something about, he got hit with 5,000 pounds of.
He was hip checked by a 4,800-pound hunk of toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
It's a car. It's a car. We're not making it up. This happens in Batman.
The new Ford 2021 toxic masculinity. Have you driven a Ford lately?
That's our new car commercial. This is how our commercials are born. Somebody says something ridiculous on something like Batwoman, and we run with. Oh.
If you're toxically masculine, then you need to drive a Ford. Now, 5,000 pounds of raw power at your fingertips. Run down any SJW you want. You'll get off scot-free. The new toxic masculinity from Ford. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Now available in the model for screaming Karens.
In all new Karen mode.
It'll be the SUV version.
I'll just engage Karen mode. You're ready to go.
Get ready to read. The all-new Ford 2021 Toxic Masculinity is 5,000 pounds of raw, untamed power. Whether it's climbing the steepest hill or running down an escaped criminal. And ladies, engage the all-new Karen Drive and let your inner bitch scream. The all-new 2021 Ford Toxic Masculinity with Karen Drive. Have you driven a Ford lately? Well, have you?
Turns out the painting is a map to the island where Sappho lives. I don't care enough to get to the thing. Yes. So anyway, and okay, we got B plot here with Raging Karen and ambiguous ethnicity guy here. We'll call him AE, ambiguous ethnicity AE. There's people coming to.
We already wrapped up the B plot.
Yeah, there's people.
We already wrapped that one up, so we can just.
Well, there's people coming to kill them, and they figure out they're going to have to team up. They're supposed to kill each other, but they're gonna have to team up to get away. And so they get away, and then and then there's more feelings on a rooftop with ex-girlfriend and Batwoman 2.0, and they say, "Oh, this partnership is done," and you could just see how much shorter Javicia Leslie is than everybody else. You can't put her up on a box or have her wear...
She's too. Who was it? Somebody was saying she was too soft to be Batwoman, and I think that's part of it. I like her more than Kate, but she's not. She is very soft and sweet. She plays the character very sweet. So, and
it turns out that Spider, whatever his name is actually he knows Asian science lady. So
of course, he would because he grew up with. He went to prom with her.
Yeah,
sister,
everybody.
Of course.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so
that's the only thing that does make sense in this show. Okay, so all right, so this show continues to be laughably bad.
It's bad.
It really is. Nothing makes sense.
The ratings are dipping. The ratings are dipping. They're dipping. They lost another couple thousand viewers last week. We're under 500,000 people, but it's still one of the higher rated shows. So
and it turns out that that Spider, whoever is, he was stealing the painting for Kate. Why? Who the hell?
Because he thinks Kate's on that island. But weren't they just on that island with Sophie? Why would she be on that island?
I have no idea. Because reasons.
Because Raging Karen was just on the island with the chick last week, and they let him go. They let her and Sophie go. Because they're on the island with the Jesus. I don't remember. That's what the problem with this show is that like once you start remembering it, then you kind of start like going, oh yeah, and it gets worse and worse the more you remember it.
And none of the plot points make any sense. Well, it just makes you ask more questions, and it turns out Batwoman's wound is getting worse. I'm like, ooh, cliffhanger. I'm like,
meanwhile,
new
the old
Batwoman.
Batwoman's probably still alive somewhere, just off screen. Because she didn't want to do her own stunts for.
if I were Ruby Rose, I'd be just like on a beach somewhere, just the hell with this. Yeah, and I'm like, would you go? Yeah, like I said, you have a festering wound that's glowing in green. Would you go see somebody a little bit more qualified
than your Asian doctor lady chick who's doing it for free without a medical license?
She doesn't have a medical license. That's right. How has she been shut down?
I don't know.
Again, each
they got bigger shit to worry about. Like hitting random gay guys with cars.
Listen, and I stopped watching WandaVision, and that was better, quote unquote, better.
Was it though?
Not really. WandaVision, the 90s were Malcolm in the Middle. He goes, to me, the 90s were Seinfeld. I mean,
I didn't watch that much Malcolm in the Middle. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes and it got boring.
Well, anyway, let's not get off. Get off. But it turns out, ambiguous ethnicity guy, he has the painting. He has the jacket.
Oh yeah, now he's got the painting. Surprise, surprise. So he stole. How did he get it? How did he steal it from the other guy?
I don't know.
Reasons in science.
But he's driving away with raging Karen. So
then they lived happily ever after. The end. Yeah. Tell us what you guys think in the comment section below. What did you rate this one? I'm going about 3 or 4. You're like a 4. It's funny.
I'm rating this about a 1.
It's
Chewbacca.
It's not as bad as Star Trek Discovery, so
nothing is as bad as Star Trek Discovery, but this is its own brand of stupid. Really is.
It is. Anywho, tell us what you guys think. We will see you at the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.
Pronouns. He, him, they, them. I go with the flow.